So there is a chain reaction happening right now. I shared one of my videos of a success story from members, and that video sparked and inspired another viewer of mine, and they got their success in 4 hours. And then another one of my coaching clients who they did the same thing where somebody owed them money. They decided that I have it now, and they got it in 4 hours. And now I have today I received another email, and the email is similar story. They watched this video of mine where I was talking about the success story of somebody else, my previous viewers, and they run a retail business, and they provide care for like tattoo care afterwards, and they usually get their clients buy their products in the middle of the initial part of the month all the way till the middle. But you have noticed that it's already 21 April, and I received the email today. So it's already late in the month, and they did not get the orders. And they were worried about it, and they stumbled upon my channel recently. They watched that video, it inspired them, and they imagined that the orders are already coming. And then here's the important part. After they have done the imaginal act, they went about their day. They did the activities of the day, and 1 hour later they check their phone, and the orders are there exactly how they imagined. So the time frame is getting shorter from 4 hours to 1 hour, but it's not important. Time is not important, right? I just add time here just because people are so focused. Everybody who I get this question so much, like when is supposed to happen? I've been doing this for so long. It's not about that. It's about where are you in your state of being, right? The time that appears to be taking is because you are not living in your end fully. You have not shifted fully, right? The hot and cold behavior. The double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, right? I think it says in the scripture. So we are double-minded. We are not fully in there or here. We are like in the middle of two boats, one leg there and one leg here, not fully committing to either sides, and that sort of creates the illusion of time. But anyways, what I want to discuss in this video is this. I get these questions often asked, like I've been doing this for so long, nothing has happened, or and there are other people who say, I just decided, I watched your video and decided, and it happened in 4 hours or in 1 hour. And let's say even if it takes a week or a month, here's the thing, here's the difference. People who don't get what they want and who often say that it is taking so long, I've been doing this for so long and nothing has happened. When you imagine something or when you decide something is done, after that you have done the act, you do not go about your day. You start looking for proof. You are subconsciously or consciously looking for where it's going to show up from, how it's going to show up. You're checking for everything. You're checking for signs. What does that mean? What does that imply? It implies that you do not have it. And this cliche term that is used a lot in manifestation community, it is true. That's why everybody repeats it, that you do not get what you want, you get who you are. And so when you are looking for, immediately looking for proof, when you're searching and you're saying nothing is happening, am I doing something wrong? What am I doing? All these questions imply that you are not being the person who has it. And this is why I try to simplify it for you guys. And I said, just decide. Just decide that it is done, and then stick with that decision like a stubborn person. Brazen impudence, Neville Goddard called it. Like defy circumstances, defy reality, say it does not mean anything, you are the operant power, so what I have decided is done. And that's the end of discussion. And this is all 4 success stories that I've shared here, this is the common thread, right? My video reminded them that what am I doing, like why am I living in the end of what I don't want? and they decided that now they are squared, or the money is paid, or the orders are there, and then that's it, they went about their day and stopped checking for proof. And all of a sudden they receive a text. One of them received an email, another received a text, and this person just randomly not checking their phone to make something happen, but just randomly checking their phone, like how we do throughout the day, and the orders are there. So the difference is, those who have it decide that they have it, and then they stick with that decision, and those who are looking for the 3D to validate them, that did they make the correct decision or not. So the 3D will, it's your slave, it's not the other way around. It needs you to work, it needs you for directions, not the other way around. So 3D is looking, it's because it's your reflection, it's not even out there. I know it's a hard to grasp concept, but it's not even out there, it's all you. And so this external world is looking for you to tell it what to do, and not the other way around. This is why decision works. And at the back of it all, you must understand why it works. I have recently made another video in which I have explained it. It works because unity consciousness. There is just one mind. There are no other minds. There is no Satan, another guy who is equally powerful as God and who plays on the wills of people. There are no others. It's just one mind, and this one mind creates everything. And so when you think with your mind, you are thinking in the same mind, is the same mind. And so when you decide something is done, God says, okay, it is done, and then it becomes real. And the only difference between your individualized mind, which is keyed low, is the same mind, just limited a little bit. It has illusion of separation, that's why, because of the ego. The only difference is God's focus is perfect. Your focus is in shambles, including mine. This is why Neville Goddard says, right, don't be the hearers of the word, be the doers of the word, or be the doers of the work. So you need to practice it daily in order to grasp your mental faculties, powers fully, and learn the art of focus and attention, or decide that it is done and stick to it with brazen impotence, and show rebel against whatever you see. Ignore it, do not accept it, as Neville Goddard would say. Do not accept it, right? Say, no, my inward reality is the only reality. This is my reflection. It needs me to exist. I don't need it to exist. It comes out of me, not the other way around. So I don't need validation from the 3D, right? And you will see it happen. And all of these 4 success stories and all of my success stories was ultimately a decision to stick with the wish fulfilled, or our desired reality, and then it happened. And so, and another angle I want to show you is this, because now in my coaching practice and talking with you guys often, I get the insights from all, like there are themes that the questions always have certain similar themes, and usually the theme is that arguing for your limitations, right? Like, but what if the opposite happen of I don't want? Everything that starts after what if is an assumption. I want you to hear it. I want you to hear it clearly. Whenever you say what if or but I feel like, they are assumptions. You are assuming to live in the opposite of what you don't want, and you are putting your faith there. And it does not register to us, but we are doing that so naturally. And so, like, what are you gonna get from living in the end of what you don't want, right? It has no power to change your reality. Instead, it perpetuates what already is here, right? So, for example, if somebody wants their specific person, okay, you know that you want them. Now, living in the end of not getting them, what is that gonna get you? Or fighting for your limitations in that regard is gonna get you what? Nothing, right? So that sounds illogical, isn't it? Like you are actively you desire something, you know the law works, but you still refusing to apply it and living in the end of like, what if it does not work out? Is that not illogical? Now, you'll go delusionally all in your desired reality for 24 hours. Just try it. This is why almost in every single lecture of level today my mouth is not working well. Every single lecture of Neville Goddard, at the end of it he would say, try it. I invite you to try it. I invite you to try it tonight. Because he understood that once people really earnestly try it, go all in, they will see the success happen, and then no more lectures are needed. Personal success is the best convincer. Otherwise you could read all the books, you could hear success story after success story, but if you do not go all in or apply it and at least see one really good result in your life, then nobody else can convince you. This is why I want to invite you to try it for 24 hours. Live delusionally, go all in, right? Shut out the world. Whatever you see, ignore it, deny it, and say, no, I am in my desired reality. No, actually, I am in my desired reality. Your SP says something, say, no, actually, you are obsessed with me, you are in love with me. No, this is how it is. No, I got the money, I'm squared. No, I got the job. No, it is done. This is how it is. Because reality is my, I don't want to use the word slave, but that puts it very nicely, because it is under your compulsion. It's not the other way around. It needs you to direct it, not the other way around. So own your power, say, no, reality needs me to exist, all these things need me to exist, so I decide how it goes, so this is how it is. As in my story of buying the flat, I used to say that when things blew up in my face, I said, no, I'm still with my vision and the vision is complete, even though I see zero evidence of the vision being complete, right? That's brazen impotence, and that's sticking to your desired reality. So do that. I invite you to do that, and I am 100% certain that a lot of you will find great success in your life. And then please send me emails. I love them. Please send me emails of your success stories. And so you go all in your desired reality. You do not accept the evidence of your senses. Whenever something happens, you describe it. No, it's actually this way. It's actually this way. No, I actually have it. I actually have it. Describe it. If you want to imagine. Just decide that you have it and do not go back on your word for 24 hours only. And I want to give you another angle, right? Let's say, hypothetically speaking, you will not get what you want, and all manifestation is BS. And there is a goal that you will not get it. Now the goal, the terrible thing or whatever, the result of your work is shown to you in 3 months. And 3 months from now, you decide that it is not going to happen, and you go to your end miserably. You absolutely loathe those 3 months, and you still at the end of the 3 months do not get what you want. And the other result is you live happily, delusionally in your desired reality. You're happy, you're enjoying your life because you have what you want, and you enjoy the 3 months fully, and you still don't get what you want. But you see who's going to be the happy one in those 3 months. But I know for a fact, I know for a fact, because now hypothetically is finished, now realistically, and knowing the laws of consciousness and spirituality, if you do this, you will get what you want. That's guaranteed. Even just psychologically speaking, if you read the book Psycho-Cybernetics, which does not deal with manifestation at all, it shows you that people who changed their appearances and thought that now they look handsome and attractive, they got very successful in their life all of a sudden, because they started to feel like somebody. Other people who got plastic surgery and changed their appearance, they still believe that they are ugly and nothing changed in their life, right? So the inner state, ultimately plastic surgery was also useless. It was the intention of the person and what the surgery implied to them, which changed their life completely. That's just psychology. That book does not deal with manifestation. But we know, knowing the higher laws of consciousness and Neville Goddard, they changed the concept of self. They accepted the plastic surgery as a life-changing event. They think they were handsome now or amazing, and they become super successful. So if somebody lives delusionally in their end, now it's not even 3 months, just do it for 24 hours, right? Just do it for 24 hours. Go all in. Do not accept the evidence of your senses. Decide that you have it, and be brazenly impotent, impotent, it's a very difficult word, against the, basically rage against the circumstances and be like, no, actually this is how it is, and see what happens. I am very sure that many of you are gonna see something happen in your world that will be the evidence to you that you created it via your consciousness by living in your end. So if, for those who want to work with me, the link is in the description, one-on-one, or for those who want to join the membership channel where I answer all your questions, weekly live stream every Saturday. The link is in the description. Thank you for watching. This is it for this video. Until next time.